मिरन्धस्य चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमपदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। नित्यानन्दम् अहं नौमि सर्व आनन्दकरं परं हरिनाम प्रदाम देवम अवधूता शिरोमणि। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिय। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते तमाल कृष्ण गोस्वामीति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So thank you very much for coming. What I have done is something that has helped me in my chanting journey. I used to make notes and then I felt, so it's not in a proper sequence or anything like that, but I used to carry the notebook, and whenever something touched my heart or something that I felt is really good, I used to make notes. So all the slideshows are presentation of what it has practically helped me to improve my chanting. So this is, the title is Nectar of Chanting, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So it says that the chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and guidance to chant the Mahamantra, quality of chanting, and also I have included some reflections from the senior Vaishnavas, their journey of chanting Hare Krishna. Chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra meant for enhancing the consciousness to the greatest possible degree. If we just in the morning chant Hare Krishna very nicely, you will see that your consciousness throughout the day will be so nice that despite this, so many difficult obstacles may come, but you will feel very relaxed and very soothing, very peaceful. And Prabhupada even says in the Bhagavad Gita in 6th chapter that unless someone is really peaceful, it would be very difficult to make advancement in spiritual life. So the benefit of chanting Maharaj has already done yesterday, but I will go over with it. It cleans the mirror of the heart, forest fire for material life extinguished, white lotus of good fortune spread, our real identity. We receive the transcendental knowledge which help us to become detached from material contamination. As we read 10th offenses toward the holy name. And our Acharya says that the root cause of all the offenses is inattentive chanting. But I was listening the class of my Guru Maharaj in Brahma Samhita, and he mentioned that In self-realization, Prabhupada says that chanting is a spiritual call for the Lord and His energy to give protection to the conditioned soul. And this chanting is exactly like the genuine cry of a child for its mother's presence. Mother Hara helps the devotee achieve the Lord Father's grace, and the Lord reveals Himself to the devotee who chants this mantra sincerely. And this is something that lately my realization, maybe for a year or so, that I felt that without the mercy come to the Hare, because you want to chant the Hare properly, so it will bring you more attentive to your chanting, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I have seen the great benefit by pronouncing Hare very clearly. And myself, chanting for maybe 35 years now, but I have never seen that happiness that I'm realizing, that how intense we should be to utter each syllable properly, but particularly Hare, which is the half of the mantra. So this is something that I would like to share with you all. There is no material conversation in that room, only spiritual topics can be discussed, hear or read. In that room there is no material activity should be performed. And you can see that whoever has visited my japa room, it's so serene, very peaceful, because there is no tinge of material talks in that room. So this is something we need to create the space where we can really concentrate. And this is all these things is important. Maybe I have not put it in the... We always feel something is missing in our life. But holy name is something that will give you everything. You don't have to look for anything else. If you completely concentrate on this chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, everything in your life will become settled very nicely. So a mantra is a sound that delivers your mind from the miseries of life. And mantra is made up of Krishna's own unique primary names. So we call it the... He is not different than Krishna. But Krishna himself, when he left this world, he felt there's something I have not done. And that's the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us the process through which we can deliver our soul from the nuisance of material existence and cycle of birth and death. It is not moving forward, Prabhuji. Okay, yeah. Effort. We need the mercy to have the process get successful. Prepare your heart with feeling of our insignificant positions. We should understand that for fact, that actually we may see that I'm the doer of this work in Bhagavad Gita, it says, but we are actually not the doer. It's the three modes of material nature is the one who drives us our life. Step there is a danger in the material world. But if we keep that information engraved in our heart, that whatever happens in my life, no matter it's good or bad, it's always good for us. And we have to accept that this is sanctioned by Krishna and it is good. I give you one example that Mahavishnu Swami, the same king going to the market, and one of the rich person in his kingdom was going to have a sacrifice where he took a vow that he will sacrifice the human being. So those rich person, he has the servant, so he sent in the marketplace to catch one person to offer as a sacrifice. And luckily, they got king. To keep in our mind, whatever it happen, don't become upset. Just accept willingly, because can we change the circumstances? No. You may unnecessarily dwell on so many negative thoughts, so many things, but you won't be able to change the circumstances. So this is another lesson. We have to remain peaceful. Means we have to learn to accept everything comes in our life is the best thing. It is extremely important. And I have seen throughout our temple in ISKCON that, we take it for granted. Our acharyas, they used to offer the obeisances so many times. We should. When we see the Vaishnava, we should offer obeisances. Show the respect. So a lot of the things, when we don't put those into our practice, tell the driver to stop. And he asks the devotee, what made you offer obeisances in mud? And how he responded, these obeisances is my only wealth. So this is a far out realizations that we should become humble. By our Acharya says, the sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. Lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. So take that opportunity. All are great devotees. Prabhupada, one time somebody asked that how many pure devotees in ISKCON? And Prabhupada responded, number of devotees in ISKCON are pure devotees. So it may be in that like a green nityam imam vihaya akamadam dukkha bhayadi soka moha pradam tucham aham adi soka moha pradam tucham aham bhajegna. I'm such a fool. Bhajegna. I'm such a fool that I have given up the service of that person, who being eternally situated within my heart. Krishna, I have ignorantly served insignificant man who can never satisfy my real desire, and who have simply brought me unhappiness, fear, anxiety, lamentation, and illusion. So this is something that we should, all these things we see around us will be taken away. Nothing materially will be able to help us at the fight. Your mind will not go nowhere. You just keep on reading it and sincerely hear it, and that sound vibration will go in the inner core of our heart to purify that illusion, ignorance, and misgiving that we have been carrying for millions of lives. So, and it says that there are 8 pairs, and each pair represent one of the Ashtakalya Leela. That 8 pastime every day happen. Beginning also in union, but when you say Hare Hare or Krishna Krishna, they are separated. So also it gives us, to our heart, create the mood to chant in union and in separation. Stay in the present, we should be very attentive. Break down 8 parts so we can wisely. And morning is the only time that you can chant the attentive round. If you think that you are going to chant in the afternoon where the mode of passion is so prominent, or in the evening when the mode of ignorance will set in, what are the chances of having a concentrated chanting? No possible way. And in the morning there is no, no family needs is there. If you are working, your boss will not call you. So what? You should finish your 16 round before you do daily worship. So that's a standard, that we should finish as early as possible. Because who knows? I have seen, in the japa call, we were in the japa call, and one of the person, she wrote me on the chat box, Prabhu, I had to leave because my neighbor just left, heart attack. We never know when our backyard. And you will see it's a huge difference. It's so peaceful, so quiet, very nice. So that's the time we should utilize. If we can't utilize the important time in the morning, what chances do we have to chant attentive round in the evening. Mind will, the dots is the problem. And one realization is there, you also experience yourself. One day you become determined, I'm going to find it out, why the mind is going away somewhere. This is the clue. When we are not hearing the holy name, your mind has way to go out. If you keep on hearing good, there is no way your mind will go anywhere. So and they are. When you sincerely chant the holy name, Radha and Krishna is present. And there is no limit. He can expand it and many trillions of forms. So don't worry that Krishna will come to me or not. You sincerely chant, Radha and Krishna is there. So you should feel that I'm chanting to please them. So don't rush or say just to sake of chanting and finishing the 16 with them. So it's always essential that we should seek out the Advanced Devotees Association and chant with them. Chanting on special days, we should increase our chanting on Ekadasi, Janmashtami. Appearance, we should increase our chanting on Ekadasi, Janmashtami. Appearance, disappearance of our Acharya. Those are the days that given us our ability. We are utilizing maximum 9% of our ability. We have not tapped 91% of the ability that Krishna has given us. So powerful. Chanting attentively is very nice. Treat the holy name Hare Krishna Mahamantra as the mantra on the top and chant like this. And one day you will see that, hey, whatever I'm chanting is non-different than Radha and Krishna. They are right in front of us. So when you chant the Mahamantra, it is the same as taking darshan of the deities. And in this way, bow down to the holy names as you would to the deities, as Krishna is fully present in practice. But holy name is the topmost practice. But holy name is the topmost. If your chanting is good, all other devotional practice will also improve automatically. You know, each mantra chanted attentively and properly create a step will take me to the Goloka Vrindavan. And if I miss one, step will take me to the Goloka Vrindavan. And if I miss one, again I will have to chant the journey. And then we will keep on coming into this material world to experience more and more anxiety. Each time we will take a birth, it will be worse and worse. You know, I remember my childhood. It was so pleasant. Have a goal. You are not going to do anything. You don't prepare to reach there. Everything in material world also we have seen that we have some goals that we want to achieve. And then we will put our effort to achieve the goal. But if we don't have a goal, or whether it has decreased. And he recommends that we should daily. Quantified spiritual development, it is the essence for quantified spiritual development. It is the essence for a disciple to calculate the growth of Krishna service in spite of when initiation take. You know, a lot of the time along with satsanga, that is the result of some offense. We know then that our bhakti is the result of some offense. We know then that our bhakti is decreasing. Quantifying Suraj decreasing. Quantifying Suraj, when we first came to our Gurudev, we were so enthusiastic. Similarly, with good association, will remain in the same class eternally. So the two wrestlers of Kamsa, Chanura and Mustika, were giving pleasure to Krishna in the mellow taste of civilization. And virtually we visit the place, remember the wonderful pastimes, and then we absorb our mind in Braj, very beautiful, and then we can really have a concentrated effort. Oh my brother mind, with these pleasing words, I grasp your feet and pray to you. And pasturing ground of Raj, we should always mentally or physically always reside in the Vrindavan. The cowherd folk that reside there, devotees, all the devotees of the world, the Brahmanas, one mantra, the holy name. When you read, I got the instruction, my Guru Maharaj, that if you are reading any book or any personality's life, if it attracts your heart, dwell on it. Who that person? Something must be, you have some connection with that person. So dwell on it more and you will see that there will be some for chanting with taste. If we taste God's love through the chanting of His name, then we can be in this world, but not of this world. Radhanath Swami Maharaj has quoted wonderful. Chanting with the taste. On a day when I knew he was taking a sharp nap, I scaled the wall of old castle. This is one eye open, and sent a very bright, clear glance, one eye open, and sent a very bright, clear glance in my direction, saying, your time is up. I bowed down quickly and scurried away. The next, if he put the dust from your feet, he will be cured. Oh no, awe and reverence. We can't put our dust on the Krishna's them. Meaning of the mantra, patience, state on them. Meaning of the mantra, patience, steadfastness. Showing eagerness to chant, no rush to finish the round, and never lose hope. When you chant the holy name, Haribol. And I have made the nice that, what is this manaha samharan, controlling mind, kam, krodha, lobha, mad, moh, mat, controlling mind, kam, krodha, lobha, mad, moh, matsarya, and also our Acharya has one more, alasya, laziness. You know, this is the real prominent quality of the age of fullness, single-pointed focus if you are peaceful when you chant the holy name, and anirvado, showing eagerness to chant and never lose the hope. So when one practices about 6 interactions from Bhakti, Hari Bhakti Vilas, chanting become very blissful. Great Vaishnavas in our movement, asking them about the realization of the holy name. So Niranjan Swami Maharaj in 2008 revealed to Dhanodhar Swami Maharaj that I can see all the spiritual master. One thing you should understand, our face index show everything. When your quality increase, automatically quantity increase. And Maharaj has seen over and over the devotees who were struggling chanting the holy name, they came back to chant even more than 16 now. So this is Niranjan fortune to Maharaj stay with my home. And I asked Maharaj, he gave me 2 instructions. I will say not culture. You know, at that time, they used to have a marriage at the night, and they will tell to take their vow in front of the Dhruv pole star, that we will never give up the Dhruv pole star, that we will never give up our marriage. And we see that it was working very good. The divorce rate in the earlier days was attachment is the root cause of all other offenses. Stream to go up. Similarly, our devotional life is like this. We have to swim across the external energy of Krishna, which is Maya Devi. How much force it will require to even remain stagnant? What to speak of making advancement? So this is profound example, we should keep it in mind. Ramapad Maharaj also said, what is the danger in our life? Class. There was a person who was working on the roof, and somehow they slept down. So when you are sleeping, fear will come into the play, and you will grab anything that comes on, is that I will protect you. But we don't have the faith that He will protect us. He become pleased with your effort, and He will open the door so we can have a darshan. So feel inspired to give the association. And chanting is not a matter of simply endeavoring to articulate some syllable. When Krishna is attracted to the sweetness of our heartfelt feeling toward Him, or our heart attractions toward Him by having determination to get His attention, then he will come to see him. I'm always absorbed. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given us. So you should buy that book, Gitauli. And so if you want to enter a service mood while you chant, you may like to take the advice of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Concentrations. So wonderful. Chant in a determined attitude, formula, and start to execute it, and the result will speak for themselves. Wonderful instruction. Then really happens when you hear about him deeply, and consciously. This is the only way to give. This is the only way to give the relationship a chance. Early on, she decided that she would marry Krishna, no one else. And when the time of her marriage arrived, Rukmini's father decided that Sisupal, the prince of one of the neighboring kingdom, irregular in our practice of japa and kirtan, if we want to become accomplished chanters. Only regular practice will affect change. Real name versus the shadow name. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written 2 books on chanting Harinam Chintamani, and his called Bhajan Rahasya. He says in the 3rd chapter of Harinam Chintamani that we need to chant in awareness of our relations with Krishna. And if we don't do, tie down the donkey when he washed the clothes. Thank you very much for listening. If anybody has any question, comment, corrections, please do so. We have 10 more minutes. And one thing I will say finally, Tamal Krishna Maharaj used to say, what does it mean by hearing? We say because hearing is more important. Chanting and hearing is the essential part of our devotional life. So he was asking us, what do you mean by hearing? Does anybody has any idea? What is hearing?